So the founder of Lulu Lemon has outwardly blasted DEI, which, if you know what DEI is, unfortunately, it is diversity and diversity, equity, and inclusion. I was losing the second word there. Diversity, equity, inclusion. Real irritating new uh, adoption in business now that they've added that in certain businesses. Sure, I think it's probably has its place. Others, I think it's kind of stupid. But anyways, let's go into this article here. This is from CBC News. It's Canadian outfit, and the fact that Lululemon is a Canadian company, let's kind of makes sense, I suppose. So Lululemon founder faces backlash for blasting company's diversity inclusion efforts. Lululemon founder Chip Wilson is again facing criticism for his latest remarks regarding the company's diversity and inclusion efforts. In a recent article by Forbes, Wilson objected to the company's use of models with a range of body types, whom he said looked unhealthy, sickly, and not inspirational. They're trying to become like the Gap, everything to everybody, Wilson said in an interview with the magazine. So now Wilson, he was the CEO. He stepped down in 2013, so he hasn't been involved in the company's day to day in like 10 years, right? So yeah, and that's probably enough time to have seen all this kind of stuff, this woke agenda really kind of entrench itself, right? I can imagine he's irritated as the founder of the company, watching his company kind of go in a different direction than I'm sure he initially intended. I think the definition of the brand is that you're not everything to everybody. You've got to be clear that you don't want certain customers coming in. Wilson's views have prompted backlash, including calls to boycott the brand by Lululemon customers on social media, Canadian designers calling for the end of anti-fat sentiment and exclusionary biases in the fashion market or in the fashion industry. Clothing is powerful and is political, said Connolly McDougall, owner of Connolly Goods, Vancouver-based uh, Vancouver-based size-inclusive clothing brand. When regular people are hearing these comments, it's hard. We've had to build our own exoskeleton of armor against these comments, and what we need to do is speak up against it. Wilson founded Lululemon in 1998 and resigned as chairman in 2013 following controversial comments about its Luon yoga pants. Yeah, those are the see-through pants, which some customers had complained were too sheer. Bend over the wrong way, and I'm going to see all your bits. Quite frankly, some women's bodies just don't work for it. It's really about their rubbing through the thighs. How much pressure is there? Wilson told Bloomberg in 2013. Yes, okay, I'll say it here. If you are a very, very big person and you're wearing a stretchy pants, yeah, the material, it's really hanging on. It's really stretching to the point where holes, holes are showing what's under there. So yeah, it becomes sheer. Put a tight pant on a big butt. You're gonna see a lot more than you would see on a butt that pant is made for, a smaller butt. Just but he's not allowed to say that apparently. But oh well. In a statement, the Authentic Wear Company, headquartered in BC, said Wilson does not speak for nor reflect Lululemon's views. I love that. Oh, that's so irritating to me. What a kick in the teeth. You make a company, it's your idea, you build it, you're the founder and all that. And then it goes public, you sell a bunch of shares, you know, now you got to invite board members and all this, and people have different ideas for direction for your company that you founded. And now after the fact, they say that the guy who started the whole thing doesn't speak for the company in any way. Oh, that would be so irritating to me. I'd want to burn the whole thing down. But oh, whatever. Lululemon is committed to creating and fostering an inclusive, diverse, and welcoming environment throughout our organization and across our communities, it said. Adding Wilson has not been involved with the company since 2015, or since his 2015 resignation from the board of directors. Okay, so he was involved until 2015. Okay. We have made considerable progress since launching our inclusion, diversity, equity, and action function, and we are proud of the goals we have achieved. Okay. Lululemon, according to Forbes, is the seventh largest apparel company in the world, and Wilson is its largest individual shareholder with an 8% stake. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is the part that drives me nuts. I pre-read this article a couple hours ago. I'll stop as I go. You'll see where I'm annoyed in it, and I'm sure you'll be annoyed hearing this too. So McDougall, this if you go back here, this was the woman. This is a woman that has a clothing line that they started. Whatever they were talking shit about Lululemon. But here we go. McDougall says embracing body inclusivity in her business and marketing has made a profound impact. Adding she went from working out of her living room to a small production studio in Vancouver and made six figures in sales in 2023. Okay, okay, that's nice. Cool, you made six figures in sales. Well, that's nothing to sneeze at. Good job. It's a nice little niche sort of thing, but okay. This is where it gets funny. For a design to be good, it has to include everybody, and I mean everybody, McDougall said. What do you know? What do you? Oh, this is her. This is her, of course. That's exactly what I thought she'd look like. Uh, what do you know? You're going to tell Lululemon. You're going to tell the founder of Lululemon how to do business good in the clothing sector. Wow. The hubris of these people is just drives me nuts. It's basically like I'm going to reach out to Joe Rogan tomorrow and I'm going to tell him how he should do his podcast. I'm just going to give him some tips, because to do a good podcast, I obviously know, and he's just learning essentially. So I'm going to give him some tips. Fucking idiot. When I see people like Chip Wilson saying that large people aren't their customers, I just get incensed because how can you hold on to these harmful views? At first, she says her business included sizes up to 3XL, but was encouraged by peers and advocacy groups to expand her range further. 3XL, not big enough. Let's get a little bigger. I think you're getting the blankets at that point. I'm pretty sure it's blankets. I'm pretty sure it's parachutes. The range is, we can get as large as you like, I suppose. We can make dresses and yoga pants for tables, I guess, and couches and complete nonsense. But okay, whatever. Like, when does it end for a company? They have to just include every last little bit of people. They can't have a niche. They can't say, no, we do yoga pants for people that make up the majority of the sizes of people on the planet. I don't know. No, we got to include everybody. We got to have a whole line over here that makes us no money whatsoever. Run that shit. Fuck off. Okay. I was told that garments up to 60 inches in body circumference. Wow. 60, that's 5 feet, everybody. 60 inches is 5 feet. 60 inches in body circumference don't encompass a huge majority of people wanting to buy clothes, she said. That really shook me awake. To create clothes for literally all sizes and seeing the transformation in people, the way they carry themselves is profound. And there you go. That's what they want Lululemon to look like. This is destruction of good companies. That's what this is. This is basically this is like an insurrection of the company. Like when they try and go in there and they're going to try and tear it down. They're gonna spread all their bullshit into it. No, you're doing really well as a company. No, now you need to do all this shit. We saw it with like Bud Light. Bud Light made one little move and they lose 25% of the market share. Incredible what these idiots do. Keep taking advice from little people like this making 100 grand. Again, good for her for a small business making $100,000. But I guess she has something to say to Lululemon, and they should lend her an ear, I suppose. Complete nonsense. Good on Wilson for speaking up. I'm glad he has the stones. I guess now that he's not affiliated with the company directly, he can say what he wants. He's just got to be freeing as hell. But I'm with him. Good on you, man. Say what you feel, and stick by your cojones. You founded the company.